Hello there, hello and welcome. I am Peasant. I'm going to be trying to beat Prussia 3 with Heart of the Wildfire. I find this spirit particularly challenging. I've tried this a few more times than I might want to admit. So the deal with Prussia, they're quick by rearranging the invader deck and they build towns in places that don't have towns. Wildfire is Wildfire. I've just picked a random board and let's get right into it. Okay, so let's see what we get for the Explore. A wetland explore. That's actually okay for us because we can squash these. That doesn't feel like the worst possible start, so kind of happy with that. And with the flash fires, we could take out this town or a town that's built in the fast phase. So that feels quite nice. We can even go. We can go with a very textbook. The trouble with this spirit is that actually a lot of spirits have quite a clear best track, but this one doesn't. I think there's an argument to be made for going down either track. But let's see, best case scenario of going down the actions track or the power track. So turn 1, I'm going to be asphyxiating smoke. So I'm going to destroy one of these two towns. And I'm maybe going to be... And with my presence, I'm probably going to kill this there. I think I will go with this one. I can't see a strong argument to go power on this. And if you are someone that knows, I'm always interested to see how you would have played some of this. If there's a key thing you would have done differently. Let's go with that, and let's go with pushing this into here. I like clustering my Dahan where I can. I don't know whether that's just from playing Sweden in the past. Too many fights with Sweden and their flirty colonists. Alright, so we're going to go smoke. That's all we do. No one's actually in with us. But we'll live. So there's a firestorm that does nothing. And then we have this wetland build. Obviously no build there because there's no explorer, because we took it out. Then we've got the smoke, so we can prevent this ravage here, or... Oh, we're not in range to deal with this town, so we have only this option. So it would have been nice to push a hut into here to actually clear this area. But you can't have everything. Right, so... What's next? We have ravages we don't care about. Builds, it would be nice to prevent some. But this is what I call a Dahan bloodbath, where if a colonist builds here and then ravages, sure, a blight will go down, but then the remaining Dahan will just wipe out this area. So I'm not too worried about there. So probably I want to place in this place here. And maybe I want to... No need to bust out the second fire here straight away. So I think it's going to... And I don't even need the range, but I would like to have more power cards because it gives me some idea of what I'm going to do. So I think I might draw a minor power that will actually help me deal with this guy. So, yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And the thing is, it doesn't actually make much odds about this range thing here. So we will go for the minor power. Let's hopefully get something good. Green is obviously, well, it's not obvious necessarily, but green is the most important icon for this spirit. And this is actually quite useful, gathering a town in somewhere where you don't have any, because often with this spirit, you're going to have an area like this where you can use both areas. I can use my innate power, the firestorm power, but often they're clear because it's just a horrible place to be. So we will take Lure of the Unknown. In fact, we can use it to deal with this fella here, and we're going to go there, get a second play. So Lure of the Unknown is the first thing we're going to play, and then we could... I mean, we could lure them in and then scare them out, but that does seem pretty pointless. And we're going to have 2 fire anyway. We might just not want to play any cards here. We've got... Yeah, I think that's just the truth. We're going to let a bloody... It's going to be bloody in there, but I hope the Dahan will forgive the negligence. Firestorm. Could have maybe used this as a chance to I realise now to... Oh no, I couldn't. I've only got 2 actions. What I was about to say was I could use it as an opportunity to clear some blight, but you need more actions than I have right now. Okay, so what do we get? Mountain and jungle. Yeah, that's quite a lot of stuff. So now I'm thinking, oh, maybe I don't really want to have a super bloody kind of time. So we can just still we could still let this happen. But this explorer has pushed this up to 4, so we don't have the ideal anymore. If we get up to 3 actions though, we can potentially have 3 greenery, 3 plants. That is if we draw a minor power that will give us plants. Because what that will do is it means that each of our fires will do a whole damage by itself. But the trouble to use this power, we actually need blight to be in there too. So it might actually be time to bust out this here. So we will be limited to two power cards this turn, but this could still be good. This could still be good. And we can even push these guys out because our presence placement ability that will push push the invaders even. No, we'll push Ardahan somewhere else. We're a bit low on energy, but I think we do want a power card because if we can draw a cheap green card, then that would be really nice. So let's see what we get. Voracious Growth. So 2 damage in jungle or wetland, or remove a blight. So removing blight is pretty good. We don't have any jungle or wetland blight just yet, but we might have some very soon because we could even just let this blight now and then kind of remove it later. This is the only one that has any green. This one has fire, but I don't think we want it. So let's go growth, and we've got to add a disc. So I think we go in here because we can even remove the blight that we're just about to place. And we're going to do the 2 damage, kill the town, and we can push these fellas here. I'm going to have at least 2 fires. So this region actually, all I need to do is leave a single Dahan in there, and actually then it's fine. It will clear itself. But I actually probably do want to play all 3 of these and then reclaim next turn. My reclaim turn is horrible. It's such a weak turn. I think I'm going to push these guys in here and then go with all 3 of these. Oh, I don't have a 3rd action. Damn it, damn it, damn it. So we can firestorm there. I'm going to actually undo that last push because that does make quite a big difference. So I'm going to push 2 of these fellas in there and then finish pushing. And then I'm going to go with my 2 actions. So I just need to play a single one of these. We could go with that. And we could even think about saving these for a subsequent turn. Unless they can do something particularly exciting for us. But let's go Flames Fury here. Because actually what we could do is the Flames Fury, the Voracious... Oh no, we don't have the targeting there. The targeting thing is such an easy thing to trip over in this. So we're going to Flames Fury on ourselves. Then we're going to Firestorm in there, clear that out. Jungle Ravage in there. Lots of builds. And the Prussia... The Prussians are putting their people in. Well, so they're going to be exploring in wetlands. We've got mountain and jungle ravages, so we want to either put it in sands or wetlands as a rule of thumb. Wetlands is of course about to have a build, so maybe in here is good. Putting it in with our blight is also kind of nice, because we are in such a a lot of the time we're a bit sad about not having anyone we can murder in these areas. So we'll get rid of this blight that's here. I think that's the only one I can actually get rid of. Or I could actually do 3 damage. That's not to be sniffed at. We could kill this city. I think that's actually what we do. Oh, except it's not in a jungle or wetland. Never mind. We could clear this out, but I think we're going to be pretty low on blight. We're going to have a bit of a blight problem. Tricky. I kind of want to clear that, but yeah, let's just hope I can clear that next round with my innate. And the other nice thing is that that by removing that, it means that if I place one of my presents, it doesn't mean that the island will immediately blight. That's not ideal. Okay, so this is not a problem. This is a problem. This is a problem. We've got no defend cards, so the island is going to blight. So we want to be kind of careful with our presence. I think maybe parachuting into here, giving us the sacred site adjacency is really good. And because we're going to be going up to, we could go with power. The threatening flames, we could prevent this build, and then still push them into a kind of death zone. I think we do want more power cards. I think. So we will go for a miner again, of course, because we are broke. And it's wait, it's all this. Another way of removing blight, but it's Song of Sanctity, which is a mountain jungle kind of blight remover / explorer pusher, and it's the worst blight removal card, and you can quote me on that. We could go with Savage Morbeast because it is at least a fear and a damage in the slow, which is actually useful. So we will pick that up. Quicken the Earth Struggles is just generally not really what you want with Wildfire, because you just don't tend to have many sacred sites. With other spirits, it's mind-blowing, but not so much. Let's go with the more beasts. And now that I've drawn this, I'm actually thinking we could just go along the power track. Because getting to the third plant is pretty significant, especially now we've actually farming in here. Yeah, I am going to go down this track. I'm going to place in here. It's going to do 2 damage and place a blight. And now I can play these cards. So we're up to 4 fire, so we can clear that out. I mean, which is okay. And we can do some threatening and prevent this build, because we have both the blight and the presence. In fact, we could... How much damage are we doing in there? We're doing 2 damage in here. No, that's not what we want. We could push them into here, though, and do some damage in there. So we're going to threaten these guys. Push them in here. Oh, no, we can't push them where we have presence. Just playing by my own set of rules. And the Firestorm, we can prevent the build. Okay, Fear card. Defend in 2 in all lands. With my presence, Downward Spiral, so that's the one we want. We can't really afford to be forgetting powers. So we've got to add a town, so go with adding a town to the land. That's really easy for us to counter, though. This is going to be ravaging this turn, but it should be very easy for us to deal with it. And the other options are not really any better. Well, in fact, they're worse, which is which is what I meant. So we've got jungle or wetland, a fear and a damage. So we can prevent this build, which is that's pretty valuable. We can't prevent much in here, so let's prevent that build. And we've got this, so we can remove that blight finally. Well, that first of 2. And it probably is time to reclaim here, unless there's an absolutely incredible presence placement opportunity here, and I don't think there is. See, that's quite a nice presence placement opportunity. We could even... It's just that thing of you never really want to be... I mean, if we uncover this third fire, that's even nicer. But then we are left with a single card. And no green, crucially, so we won't be able to use our innate. So I think this is a reclaim. Yep, and we are still skint, so let's go with a minor. Sap the strength of multitudes is actually really good. It's a defend 5, which would take care of this area or this area. Obviously, this one has the cascade, but as long as we've got a single green, we should be fine on that. What else have we got to think about? Resilience I like as well. Boon is one that with a lot of spirits is just almost an insta-pick, especially with multiple spirits, but as a straight solo, not so much. So, sap the strength of multitudes. Also another animal, if I really want to push the savage Morbi strategy. Constancy will help with my energy dramas. So we've got 2 Ravages we care about, then we've got a build we don't care about, and a build that these areas here are kind of okay. This one we should be able to deal with as long as we play some green cards. So we only need to do 2 damage, which is, you know, we've got 2 on our track, so that's almost certainly taken care of. So I'm going to do something about this. And as long as we play a purple card, then we get range on our sap the strength of multitudes. I think that's what I'm going to go for. Because I suppose actually no, I could go with Flame's Fury and bolster my damage. Oh, I could even go with Lure of the Unknown. That's even better. It's cheap. Lure of the Unknown, bring them in there. Do innate power shenanigans in here. And oh. Yeah, I think we go with a damage heavy turn this turn. So Flame's Fury. Yeah, I think that's maybe Constancy. But these are both good defend cards. We do have the adjacency for the whole map. So I think I'm actually going to go with Resilience. We don't have any blues though for this bolster, but that green is super important. Super important. Right. So we're going to go Flame's Fury. We're going to go Lure of the Unknown. And if we can get that second purple, we can split our damage. And we can afford it. So we could do some asphyxiating smoke. Where are we with our Firestorm? So green and purple is the ideal, which leaves us with, does leave us with that. But we are on a higher tier of Firestorm, which is pretty great. We even got Burned Land Regrows too, so probably the right call. Right, so Flames Fury and myself, get energy. We can lure this town in here. Then we can Firestorm. And this is the priority because it's ravaging this turn. So how much damage have we got? We've actually got 5 damage, so we can clear out both of these. That's pretty amazing. So yeah, it has just done that for us. And we've got to lose the blight. Let's lose this excess blight. Defend 3 on all coastal lands, so you don't care about that. We've got coastal explore. Oof, this is problematic, but this is looking not less problematic. All right, so we can destroy a town and push a hut. We've got a jungle ravage coming up, so this is fine because this will fight back and kill them. We don't have to care about this. So the coast is our worry area, so we can be just working on the coast a little bit. So I think asphyxiating smoke in here, so then we can take out a lot of this next turn, and we can push this hut in here. Then we can remove a blight from somewhere. And you've got plenty of options for removing our blight. I suppose this one is maybe less likely to matter. Oh, though here there's a very real possibility of a kind of having to worry about a cascade. Maybe we remove this one as the jungle's already ravaged. Because the being a sacred site isn't really relevant for the needing blight in with us. Alright, so back to growth. So we don't care about ravages, we do care about these builds. We're going to be plonking down in here, I think. Or even in here. Because of our special ability here, added so blight added due to spirit effects doesn't destroy my disc, so I could even deliberately cascade in here, pushing into this area. Does seem a bit ridiculous. We're a little low on energy. What am I actually going to want to play? I probably want to play Voracious Growth and Threatening Flames. Probably Voracious just for the icons as much as anything else. And we might want to store up on some mana. Sorry, energy. Mana? What's mana? So if we go here, we can go in here and kill that city, which is pretty nice. Getting us up to Terror level 2. And we can push this guy if we want. Let's push them in. No, I think we won't push them. We'll leave them where they are. Alright, so we have 3 plays. And what we really want is to be playing at least 2 greens, so we can maybe remove more blight from the board. And yeah, so maybe Voracious Growth for some jungle / wetland damage, he says, but there's not really. I suppose we could damage this guy. It's not bad for. Yeah, it's not bad to kind of take care of that area. In fact, the Morbius will also do the same thing. We'll save that for next turn. It would be great if we can squeeze out a 3rd turn without a reclaim. That would be quite nice. So our current situation is we've got a Firestorm that will do enough damage to kill this guy, which is good. We've got some Threatening Flames. Actually, we're probably better off just Threatening Flamesing this guy and then killing them. Yeah, that's the brutal world we live in. And we won't play the 3rd thing. We'll keep our energy. Though this Explore could be anything, we might want to just go with the more beasts. And then, but then we're pretty much forced to reclaim next turn. That would be good to do some damage down here as well. Though actually, no, this is mountain. We don't have the targeted damage in there. So I think we are inevitably going to be reclaiming next turn. So maybe I will just stick the Morbius in as well. Okay, so we've got some Threatening Flames, so I'm going to push this guy in, get some free fear. Oh, they have to go in there. Never mind. The Firestorm, but no one to Firestorm. Going to lose some presence. So the key thing is probably that it's one of these. This is the least likely to be relevant. Even though it is actually in with a blight. Dear. Mistakes are being made. Okay, so we have Prussia. There's going to be an immediate build in coastal land, so I want to make sure that I don't play. No, actually, this is just the Explorer. So yeah, it doesn't matter. It's going to be a Ravage on the coast next turn. This is going to be in this position, so I definitely don't want to place it in one of these. I probably don't want to put it in a sand because that would be a build. So I probably don't want to place it over there. So I think I'll place it in here in the kind of death zone. And then we've got some slow powers here. So we could remove this blight maybe. No, it's actually not a bad thing to do, especially now I don't have a presence in there. And we've got some more beasts which can do a fear and a damage in a jungle or wetland. So that's obviously the only one good place for that, which is there. And we've got this. Yeah, we actually don't want to remove this blight that's in here with us. But we could remove this one maybe. But actually, it would be an opportunity to kind of plonk down there again without cascade. No, we want to. No, we could remove it here and then plonk down there next turn. Yeah, sounds good. Let's remove that, and yeah, let's remove that. I think that's okay. Okay, so we're back to growth. I think it is a reclaimer. Oh, but then we're not plonking. God, there's no plonking going on. If we stick down a guy, it's going to do 3 damage, which will make this cascade, but will mean that there are only 2 towns there. If we go with resilience and flash fires, we'll have the green and we'll have 4 fire, so we should do 2 damage. We've got lots of energy. We could even think about gaining a power card that might help us. If we reclaim, does that actually really improve our options a great deal? Not really. Not in a big way. I think we actually do want to just throw ourselves down here. So the way to do that is, of course, one of these options. We've got loads of energy. We might even be thinking about getting a major here, though all of these do have a part to play. But maybe we could get rid of the beasts. I mean, because if we place here, if we go with this, we'll have loads of energy. We could even place a major and then maybe other things. I think that hopefully I'm not being too YOLO-ish here. But as yeah, we're definitely reclaiming next turn, so I definitely want that 4th action. I'm going to place it in here, kill this city. We have caused the cascade, but it's not going to destroy this because of my special ability. Oh, I've just realised, absolute clown. You don't get to draw a card if you pick that option. Oh dear. So we definitely want a major, I think, because we've got this kind of slightly entrenched area here. So yeah, let's try that again, shall we? Okay, we go in here, we kill this city, and he says, "Let's do that again." I need to look at what my major is first. Come on now, peasant, you can do this. So what options have we got here? Land thrashes in furious pain, +2 damage. So this is almost a no-brainer, really. Obviously, you need blight in the land, but it does lots of damage for the amount of blight that's there. Obviously, with this spirit, there's extra blight in the game anyway. But I have just done a very good job of cleaning up all the blight, so maybe I don't want to do that. But I will just be sticking a whole load more blight down. The trouble is that will just lead to a kind of second cascade. This does grant defend 5. And we've got a cluster in here, so that is actually much more like resembling a card we want to be playing. And this is fast too, so I think that's what I'm going to go with, and I'm going to forget, I might even forget flash fires. I might even do it. Because these are, no, let's forget the more beasts. Okay, so then we are placing this in here, killing the city. The blight can cascade into here, and then we can play wrap wings in sunlight. And we could even play flash fires for a sneaky 1 fast damage. Not that it really matters. Yeah, it's actually just a waste of energy, I would say. As is this. Yeah, just a waste of energy. I just realised I could have used Nature's Resilience all along. Never mind, it's fine. We won't do either of those, which might mean we can actually go a 3rd turn. So let's wings from there into here. Take these guys. Okay, so we've got our downward spiral. We're going to lose a presence. Let's lose one of these, I suppose. Let's lose this one. So each player removes something from a land with one of my presence. this one is going to die anyway. These guys are going to die anyway. So let's remove a town from here. And we've got the Ravage there. And that's, I think, that was nearly game. I don't quite have the fear. So currently I need to destroy the builder. Oh, we've got all this. This is why it's not game. So we've got a sand ravage. We've got, and yeah, this is the problem. We need to get rid of this city here, which might be a good job for the paratroopers, because there is going to be a ravage there at some point. So this sand ravage shouldn't be a problem as long as we've got a single green. We do. We're doing fine for blight. And part of me is regretting not taking land thrashes in furious anger now. But can we destroy all this stuff in one turn? If we go up to, we're up 4 plays. We could reclaim all. We don't have a vast amount of damage, and our damage is a little bit restricted too. I think we probably do want to fish for another major. But to play a decent sized major, we're actually going to need presence. Let's just quickly check the explore deck. We're running out of time. Let's go with... Or, if we could place a presence here, we will cause another cascade. But we will be killing that city. And then actually we don't need to do that much damage. Maybe we can do it this turn, if I place a presence. Let's think about this. So, I can't reveal another fire icon. But I can kill this city, and then there's going to be 2 cities to remove. If I could do that in the fast phase, with this, I don't have the greens. Okay, that's not possible. But I think it's a good thing to do, so I am going to do it. Because I think I might be running out of time if I'm not careful. And so I can cascade into my own places my own presence, but I'm gonna put it up there. Okay, so if I play this, I get the firestorm that I need, and we can flash fire as well to prevent this build. Okay, so the ravage thing doesn't really matter, but we'll just put that in there. I do have a certain degree of paranoia from playing with events, because things don't quite necessarily work out how you hope they will. I probably should have been doing something about all this. Okay, so a fear card that does nothing for me. Damn it, fear cards. Oof, everywhere building. Not preventing any builds. How are we doing for actual terror levels? We're still only at terror level 2. Though if we destroy, a second, if we destroy this city, that's 2 fear in itself, which will grant us this fear card, and we just need 3 more fear. Maybe it's possible. We can remove one of these blights or one of these blights. They are much of a muchness. Though this one is that these are much more awkward. And we can flash fires. Though of course this wasn't fast, was it? Let's just get rid of that one. So, can I destroy this city? That's the... Destroy this city and also gain the fear in the fast phase. So it's definitely a reclaim. Got lots of energy. I feel like this should be doable. So, oh, obviously we're not going to be placing a presence, and that is my best thing. Oh god. I don't have any cards. I could YOLO to just gain a power card. But no, I'm not going to do that. I feel like I should still be able to win this while not being foolish. The other thing we have to bear in mind is that we do have Blight in here and Presence, so I should be able to do the 3 damage just with my innate abilities, especially as I actually have 4 actions and lots of 0 cost stuff. So what I need to do is make sure I get the 3 plants to get the 2nd tier of this ability. And then I should have so much fire that actually it's just fine. But we might, maybe for style points, we could think about looking at a major, but let's just work this out. So, I need to kill this and then gain an additional 3 fear from somewhere. So we can go with the threatening flames for just 2 fear with no real difficulty. We can go, so that's the 2 fear. Then we just need 1 more fear in the fast phase. So that is the critical thing. So maybe doing an extra, killing another town in the fast phase, which I think is possible if we just get loads of, if we just get lots and lots of fire going. So I think we'll just take a, I think we take a minor. Yeah, this is good. This is some damage for blight. So that is actually, except it's slow. It's just, God. You try to speed up and you only slow down. That's how it feels. Yeah, we'll go that just for the icons. All right, so we want to be flames furying. We just want as much fire as possible. Really, we want that for the fear, and we want. I mean, how many? We're up to 5 now already. That should be enough as long as we're using the threatening flames. So let's just secure it with more icons, I suppose. So I'm pretty confident that this should just be a victory. If we go flash fires, that's an extra 2 damage in the fast phase. We're out of actions, so let's do that. So the first thing we want to do is Flames Fury on ourselves, get some extra damage. Then we can do some scaring. Let's scare some people into somewhere, it doesn't really matter. Then we've got 7 flames, which actually is enough to completely wipe out the area, and that should be the win. Let's just do it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I'm a bit confused there. Where's the have these guys got extra health or something? What else? Oh, I can actually assign it in multiple areas. Okay. Okay, so that should be game. Is there a secret city hiding somewhere? Oh god, is it hiding under there? Oh god. Are you really hiding under the UI? Oh, or is it just because we're in the middle of an action? What's going on? Something's happened. Well, I got the win. I lost track of what was going there. Finally beating Prussia 3. I've spent most of my brain cells today trying to achieve that feat. So I've been enjoying doing these playthroughs. If there's a particular thing you want to see me adversary or whatever, feel free to say in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. Oh, and I will get the details out because people might like that. But yeah, thanks for being here. And I've got to remove my text. Oh god. Oh yeah, so we've got a score of 40, and even though I've played a lot of this game, I don't really know what that means. But anyway, thank you. I've been Peasant, and I'll catch you next time.